Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, August 5th, 2024. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. You know, I'm not sure what George has to say, but I'll tell you, Friday and Saturday felt like two of the hottest days ever. Absolutely miserable. Anyhow, we do have some local news to catch up on from the weekend, so let's get right into it, shall we? The tale of the suspended police officers in Annapolis is taking some turns, according to the Capitol. Annapolis Police Chief Ed Jackson suspended two officers last month after they brought issues to the mayor. The union said the suspension was retaliation. The Baltimore Police Department investigated it and said that the officers did nothing wrong and they were reinstated. Now, the Capitol says that the mismanagement surrounds the issue of Major Branford, who's the number 2 cop in the city, taking 11 months off of leave to care for a sick child. That leave was earned as well as donated. Now, both Jackson and Branford are now alleging that the efforts to undermine their leadership are racially motivated. On the other hand, Mayor Gavin Buckley does support Jackson, but according to the Capitol, he was unaware that the information given to him, and also the head of human resources and the city manager in 2 different meetings, would be considered whistleblowing, and apparently was the one that told Jackson who they were. Not sure where this is all going to land, but the union is holding a vote of no confidence a little bit later on this week. My guess is that it's going to get messy, and the city might be adding yet another lawsuit to defend. The Arundel County Public Schools will maintain funding for various college and career readiness opportunities for the 24-25 school year, despite reduced state funding. This does align with the blueprint for Maryland's future and recent state board decisions. The support includes funding for PSAT, SAT, and AP exam fees, IB exam fees for tuition for college courses aligned with high school pathways, and dual enrollment courses at Anne Arundel Community College. Good news for parents, and I wish they had that when my kiddos were in school. I'll tell you, optimism was high at Navy football's Media Day on Saturday. Despite facing 5 losing seasons in the past 6 years, second-year coach Brian Newberry expressed confidence in the team's improvements and leadership. Navy has struggled since 2018, except for a successful 2019 season led by quarterback Malcolm Perry. The squad will utilize a new wing T offense, blending the triple option and run-pass elements, hoping to revitalize the team's offense. Goals this season for Newberry? Focus on the process, get a winning record, win back the Commander-in-Chief's trophy, and become bowl eligible. The first game of the season is on August 31st at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium against Bucknell. That gets underway at noon. Tickets are available at navysports.com, and we will be there, of course, at all the home games and some of the away ones to bring it all to you. Live Arts Maryland is set to start its 51st season with a performance by Lucy Arnaz at Maryland Hall on September 27th. Arnaz, yes, that Arnaz, will be performing her show, I Got the Job, Songs from My Musical Past, with musical director Ron Abel. Additionally, the Annapolis Chorale and Chamber Orchestra are introducing the Live Arts Flex Pass, allowing concertgoers flexible attendance options throughout the season and easy ticket transfers. Tickets and all of the details on the show and the passes are available at liveartsmd.org. Hey golfers, listen up. X-Golf, a premier indoor golf simulation venue, has opened its doors at a new location here in Annapolis. The facility does feature 7 high-tech simulators, allowing golfers to play over 40 virtual courses. It also includes a lounge, a bar, and kitchen, as well as private event spaces as well. The facility is located at the Jennifer Square Shopping Center, right in the location where Talbot's was, if you know where that is. It's open daily from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., and you want to stay tuned for a Local Business Spotlight podcast coming soon. We're recording that a little bit later on next week. Hopefully you caught our Canines and Crosstrek segment on Friday with Bonnie and Clyde, a pair of bonded terrier mixes. If you missed it, go back and give it a listen, and give the SPCA a call and give them their forever home if you can. On Saturday on that local business spotlight, we edited it on time, so I'm very proud of myself. But we spoke with Andy Schindling, who is the founder of the great nonprofit up in North County called the Complete Player Charity. Definitely give that one a listen to if you missed it. And if you're a golfer, go hop on their golf tournament. All right, that's a wrap. Thank you first and foremost. And also a quick thank you to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, and Hospice of the Chesapeake. Now, Ann Covington is here with her Monday Money Report, and George Young from DCMDVA Weather is also here with the only locally forecasted weather report you should care about. All of that's coming up for you in just a bit, so hang around.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham, where appointments are not necessary. Mac Medics is an Apple-authorized service provider. Mac Medics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. Mac Medics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call Mac Medics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, August 5th. Pretty typical August weekend for the Annapolis region, with some much-needed rain over the past few days as well. And while it will be hot, again, today and tomorrow, temperatures will go below average for a while, starting Wednesday, and the region will likely see some more rain, especially possibly late week and over the weekend, depending on the exact track of the current tropical system that is moving into the southeast. And that system is named Debbie. Look for highs today in the low to mid-90s with plenty of sunshine, with Tuesday likely bringing more of the same with a chance for some PM showers and storms from there. Highs will be in the low to mid-80s Wednesday through Friday with a good chance of some additional showers and storms each day. And then we'll need to keep an eye on the weekend as conditions could get very wet depending on the track and speed of Debbie into the southeast and possibly up toward North Carolina or Virginia. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe, and be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X each day for updates, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Is all this talk of inflation making you uneasy? Me too, especially the uncertainty. How bad will it eat into my future purchasing power? Well, don't feel helpless, because solar energy can give you some financial control. By installing and owning your solar system, you can lock out electricity cost inflation by locking in your electricity price for more than 25 years. Many of our inflation-fighting clean energy systems offset 100% of the annual electricity demands. Customers frequently add electric vehicle charging and backup batteries to their solar projects, providing them inexpensive auto fuel and additional energy security for the home. Freeze energy inflation in its tracks by committing to affordable, clean solar energy. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing it can be confusing. Ann Covington, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it for nearly 20 years. Are you ready? Now, here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Covington of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. The market dropped on Friday, with the S&P 500 dropping just under 2%, and the Volatility Index, or VIX, surged to its highest level since March of 2023. Two key things happened last week. The Federal Reserve held interest rates steady as expected, and the jobs report was released. The U.S. added only 114,000 jobs in June, well below expectations, pushing unemployment up to 4.3%. The markets are worried we may be in for a recession. This data does increase expectations that interest rates will be cut by at least 0.25% in September. Those rate cuts help borrowers, but hurt savers. Now may be a good time to lock in rates on CDs for a portion of your savings. Another place to look at cash is in your portfolio. There are several places where you may see cash. The first is inside mutual funds. The funds keep some cash to handle inflow and outflows of the fund. Managers may also hold cash intentionally if they are waiting for a strategic opportunity to invest, believing stocks are overpriced. You can look up the mutual funds you hold online to see how much cash they hold as a percentage of the fund. The bigger worry is inside your investment account itself. The cash may be intentional. You want the safety and liquidity of having some cash available, or your advisor is waiting for stock prices to drop. You may be dollar cost averaging your investments, where you purchase the same dollar amount every month regardless of the price. The cash may also have built up due to dividends or interest income that hasn't been invested. Regardless of why you hold cash, you need to see how that cash is being held. You may have cash holdings in a sweep account, where the custodian pulls the funds out overnight and pays interest on them before replacing them in the morning. This is commonplace and can be a way for savers to earn more on their cash. The downside is when custodians are paying below market rates on the cash, keeping the spread, the difference between what they earn on your cash and what they pay you, mostly for themselves. Several large brokerage firms have been in the news lately, as lawsuits have been brought against Morgan Stanley, Wells Fargo, LPL, and Ameriprise, among others. You can also hold cash in a money market or government fund, both of which are liquid and, while not as secure as cash savings, are reasonably secure. These funds pay more interest, but you should ask your advisor if you are paying fees on these investments and on the pure cash in your account. Some firms do not charge on cash or money markets, and some do. Because of this, large cash positions can be a drag on portfolio returns in multiple ways. Low interest on sweep accounts, fees paid on cash holdings, and the lost potential investment return if the cash is not being held intentionally. Your action item is to ask your advisor about the cash in your investment accounts. Be sure to check out our website at CovingtonAlsina.com or our Facebook page for more information and to register for our upcoming educational events. CovingtonAlsina is a registered investment advisor. Information presented is for educational purposes only. It's not to make an offer or solicitation for the sale or purchase of any specific securities, investments, or investment strategies. Investments involve risk unless otherwise stated and are not guaranteed. Be sure to first consult with a qualified financial advisor and/or tax professional before implementing any strategy discussed herein. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Covington with CovingtonAlsina.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.